Hello and welcome back to another How to Django tutorial. My name's Tom with MasterCode Online. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build a basic contact application. Basically, what this application will do is a user will fill out a form on your web app or your website, send a message to your database, and you guys can do whatever you want with it from there. The reason why we're building a simple basic contact application is, actually I have many reasons why I'm going to show you guys this. We're going to use this application quite often throughout our tutorial series, from sending emails to building a anti-spam application to other ideas I have. Also, I'm going to show you guys how to expand on an application after you've built it and did other things with it. So this is a whole big learning series here, just using a contact application. So let's get started. Let's build our contact application, and you guys can see how I do this. So first off, I need to see where I am. I need to cd into tutorials. This is the main folder of my application here, where I got manage.py. So let's go ahead and create a application. So Python manage.py start app contact. Alright, so we listed out. Now we got our templates, our tutorials, and our contacts over here. Alright, cool. So we created that application. So now let's go ahead and open our text editor. I use PyCharm. If you guys got the money and you're planning on being a professional developer, I highly suggest that you check out PyCharm. Otherwise, Sublime Text works perfectly fine as well. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and open up your settings.py file. So wherever you have that, we're going to go ahead and add the contact app to our installed applications. So I'm going to add contacts here. Alright, next thing we want to do is open up our models in our contact application. So in the contact directory, open up models.py. I like to remove that crap. Alright, so let's go ahead and create a class. This will be our model. We're going to call it contact. And then it's going to be a subclass of model. So we're going to say models.model. So it's a subclass. And then we're going to say first name. So we're going to get the user's first name. It's going to be models.char field. Alright, and we're going to set the max length, because max length on the char field is required to 50. Alright, so let's go ahead and comply with PEP 8 and make sure there's 2 spaces there. Alright, let's go ahead and last name, added last name, and the same thing, models.char field, and we'll set the max length as well to 50. And when I was writing this tutorial, I actually looked up what the longest last name was, and it is extremely long, because I was trying to be proper, but I don't think that guy's ever going to sign on to any of our websites. So email is equal to models.email field. Now this does not take a required length, but it does default to, I think, 255 if I'm not mistaken. Alright, and then we're going to do another field. This is going to be a text field. This is models.text field, and the text field does not have any max length restrictions on it, so we don't have to provide a argument there. Alright, then we're going to come down and just return a string, a readable string for us, and we'll just say return, and we'll use the F string in this one. So we'll go ahead and say self.firstname, like that, and we'll combine that with the last name. So we got close out our curly brace and then space, then curly brace, self.last name, like that, and there we go. So that's going to return to us the first name and last name of the sender of the message. Now let's go ahead and make the migrations file. So how do we do that is we do Python manage.py make migrations. So we're going to go ahead and make a migrations file. So if we look in here, now we got our migrations file. Alright, cool. Alright, so we'll go back, and now we want to migrate it to the database. So we'll do Python manage.py migrate. Alright. Now let's go ahead and add this model to our admin so we can access it through the Django admin. So we'll go ahead and open up admin. Get rid of this crap here, and we'll go ahead and do from.models import contact, and then we'll just do admin.site.register, and we'll register contacts like that. Alright, so now we have contact registered into the admin, the Django admin site. And you can actually check that if you'd like. If we want to run our database, python manage.py run server. And we'll open it up. I don't know if I have it open in my browser, so let's go ahead and get my browser somewhere in here. And we'll just admin. Oops. Gotta spell admin correctly. There we go. Log in. That's not my login, apparently. Huh. There we go. There's my login. Yeah, we'll save that password. Alright, so now we have contacts in here, and we could actually look. We got first name, last name, email, message. Cool. Alright, so back to our text editor. We're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and create a form. So we create a form in the app itself, and why is my mouse? There we go. So we're going to create a new file, and we're going to call it forms.py, and then in here goes from Django import forms like that, and then we're just going to bring in our model as well. So from.models import contact, and then down here we're going to create a class which is a subclass of model form. So we're going to say contact form. All right, and we'll say forms.model form like that, and then we need to provide the I don't know, you call them defaults, the metadata. So we're just going to say class meta like that, and we're going to say model is equal to contact, saying, hey, for the model form, use the contact, and once again, comply with PEP. Use the contact model. Sorry, it's been a long day. Anyway, and then we'll say what fields we want to use in our form. So we'll say first name, last name, email, oops, and message. There we go. All right, so there's our form we created. Now let's go ahead into our views and create our view. So first things first, we need to bring in our form. So we'll say from.forms import contact form, and then we'll define our view. So we're going to create a function view here, define contact, and then we'll say request, and we'll declare our template is going to be contact.html, and then we'll say if request.method is equal to post. So if it's a post method, then we're going to do something, and what we're going to do is get the display the form with contact form, and then request.post will get that data from the form with request.post, and then we'll say if the form dot is valid, then we will go ahead and save that form. So form.save like that. All right. So if the method is not post, we need to do something. So we'll go ahead and say form, and we'll display our contact form like that. Now we're going to go ahead and set up our context variable. So context is equal to, and we'll say form is form. All right. And then we'll just do return, render, request, template, context, like that. All right. And once again, a PEP 8 warning, so we'll just push that down. All right, so there's our view. It's very simple. Let's just discuss one more time what it does. So if we get a request method equal to post, it's going to go ahead and get that data from the contact form request.post and save it to the form variable. If the form is valid, then we're going to save it. If the request is anything but post, we're going to go ahead and display the contact form. Sorry about that. And our contacts variable is form, and then we pass in our data here with request, template, and context. Pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and now create a contact HTML document. So in my templates directory, depending on how you have your project set up, I keep all my files in my template. And I'm going to go ahead and just create a new file called contact.html. Alright, so in here we're just going to do a simple form method is equal to post, and this is where this information in our views comes from. Alright, post method. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and say, first off, we need our cross-site forgery token, so CSRF token in our form, and let's go ahead and just pass in our form with form.as_p. So now what form.asp says, basically each input field, make it like a paragraph tag in HTML. Alright, in future tutorials I'll show you guys how to design and edit and make your forms look nice and pretty in Django, but that's beyond this tutorial today. So now we need a button, so we'll put button, alright, and it's going to be type of equal to submit, and we'll just say send. Alright, there we go. Now one last thing we need to do is create the URLs. So open up your main URL file, wherever that may be. Mine is somewhere around here. There it is. And what we're going to go and do is create our view, our URL. So from contact.views import contact like that, return, and then down here we'll just go ahead and path, and we'll say contact, and then contact, and then we'll give it a name of contact. Pretty simple, all right? That should be good. Let's go ahead and run our server. It is running, so we'll just go ahead and open this up and go to contact. That. Oh, there's our form, nice and pretty. And we'll do my name, my email, and some message. Hello, I just learned Django. Cool. Alright, so we'll go ahead and send it. Boom, we sent it. Let's go ahead and open up the admin to check it out and see if it worked. So we'll open up contacts. I got a message from Thomas Myers. That's me. And there you go. There's your message. That is a simple contact form in Django. If you guys have any questions, head over to mastercode.online. Let us know there. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next tutorial where we start building some more cool stuff in Django.